Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Willem. We are here today located in Antwerp at Lotus, the Lotus cars showroom here in Belgium, to have a proper look at the cars they are offering now for sale. Like I have here right behind me the Emira, the last real Lotus, we could say, with a V6 engine in. And we'll also have a look at the newer fully electric models they offer nowadays. So I want to say to all of you, welcome back to the vlog, welcome back to LRDX Cars, and enjoy here today's review of the Lotus Emira. Enjoy the video. Last time we were having a look at some Lotus cars. We were at the Zoete Grand Prix last year. To have a proper look around, but I thought it is maybe better to come here to the showroom here in Antwerp to have a proper in-depth look at the cars. I'm planning also to do a test drive here in this Emira, so it will be a thing to look forward to. Like I was saying, nowadays you also have the full electric Lotuses here, like this Eletre, or of the SUV of Lotus fully electric. I'll quickly tell you also some about this car in today's video. Here you even have the sedan car from Lotus, fully electric one, also brand new, a lot of luxury to them. So have a proper in-depth look at all the three cars here today that they are offering. Here you have it, the famous Lotus V6 engine. It's actually a Toyota engine, they say, but then tuned by Lotus themselves. You also saw it in the past cars. The Emira now also offers a 4-cylinder engine from AMG. I think the first edition, like this one is, Emira first edition, you could still go for the V6. And it's powering 400 horsepower coming out of that V6 engine. Not the quickest, not the biggest horsepower number, but it's an engine with a lot of characteristics to it, like good driver experience. 430 Newton meters of torque this car will be producing, and then 0 to 100 kilometers an hour time will be just 4.5 seconds. Top speed of about 280, they say 290 kilometers an hour. So real sports cars numbers this car is pushing out, and then combined here with this 6-speed manual gearbox. That's a lot of fun to me. Like the engine in the center, manual gearbox. On the AMG version you can also go for an automatic dual clutch transmission if you prefer that. Yeah, cool looking car overall. Special design here in the front. Like here these sort of air outlets, like the air can flow in underneath of the car, of course, here in those air intakes, and go out here on the bonnet to create some downforce here on the front. Of course, it's a totally rear-wheel driven car, but yeah, some extra traction here in the front to turn good in the corner is always great. And a cool headlight design where you can also read here Emira in. Looks very good. I'm gonna be honest, especially here this yellow car really is something very exotic, very sporty to look at. And some gloss black details here in the front. Also the gloss black wheels looking quite good. Black calipers, I think just steel brakes, no ceramic brakes. Not really needed on a Lotus car. The weight is just 1400 kilos, so still quite good. Although for a car this size could be even a bit less. I think 2 years ago we had a drive in the Alpine A110. That car just weighed 1,100 kilos. So in comparison, is this then still quite a lot for a small two-seater car with an engine in the center. You still have this functional boot, looking quite good. You can just put like one trolley in. Don't think I saw a review video that it will come out a bit, so maybe just 2 duffel bags or your golfing bag will fit in there. And close it back off. See here some air meshes next to the engine to cool it, of course. And the rear light design is also quite good, quite nice. Here you have also an air outlet just right behind the rear wheels. Just, of course, to let the hot swelling air out of those wheel arches, cool the brakes a bit. Then you have quite a good looking exhaust system, an exhaust on each side, and the sound you'll have to wait for till we have a proper drive in the car. But I think the V6 sound will be quite good. I don't know if the 4-cylinder engine will sound that good. It's also just powering 350 horsepower, the 4-cylinder, but I think just for the road taxes here in Belgium and in other countries here in Europe, that's the thing where it will be a bit more interesting for the road taxes, of course. And also jump here a bit on the inside here. You have also an air intake. And I was saying you also have an air intake here to go straight to the engine. You can really see it to cool it. Then have a look here on the inside a bit. You have suede and leather combination, nice yellow stitching, special audio system here, nicely created. And you have automatic adjustable seats, 2 positions you can save up. And they are sort of bucket seats, not really that hard or something. I think not really that sporty. You have some place behind to store a bag or 2 with a net that will hold it in place. And have a look at the engine. Then you can read here on the floor mats, Emira already here, small dorsal, not too big. Then coming up you have a virtual cockpit and the central display. So a lot of multimedia you can go through. Here your gearbox you can play with, here's the starting button underneath. This, I don't know, like to close it off a bit, sort of a sporty touch to it. You have a button for your driving modes and also a button to go here through volume and things like that. Alcantara steering wheel. We have a lot of grips, quite a small one. But it's cool. Emira here underneath. Lotus badge in the center. Here's some buttons to play with. Still physical buttons, no touchscreen or anything. Here you have Emira. Nice detail in the air vents, first edition. You can also read on top of here, Emira first edition. Looks quite cool. You can also put your phone there if you want. And the cool thing is even you have sort of here open view of the gearbox. Looks quite nice. You can see, maybe play a bit with it, that you can see it move. Yeah, the cool thing here, a USB port, 2 cup holders to still be a practical car, full Alcantara headliner. Looking quite nice. Yeah. Good looking interior, not too much going on, not too much distraction, just your gear lever in the middle and your screens to have all the information on. Like I said, the sad thing about Lotus nowadays is that this Emira will be the last naturally aspirated Lotus, the last sports car to have a V6 there in the engine. So yeah, that's different. In my opinion, sports car should have an engine, should make sound, should give you the thrilling drive, should shift. So yeah, it's very sad. Also the 4-cylinder engine in there from AMG, that AMG can't sell themselves even. Then Lotus now, what's going on? I don't know. Some saving in costs, but then they also make here these very expensive full electric cars. So I can't get it. Lotus is trying to go in another direction to sell luxury cars, but yeah, it's very sad. I don't know who is in lead nowadays, but to be honest, you have one of the oldest racing histories as a brand, and then you start selling luxurious fully electric cars. I don't know, guys, let me know what you think about it. Like the Esprit, the Elise, all those cars that came before that also had that very known V6 engine where we'll track cars, fun cars to drive around and to enjoy. So that's that thing. We'll see if they can keep selling these electric cars. I'll also take you through. Here this is the sedan, that's the SUV. Like I said, it's not really my thing. Here this Lotus Emira is the last, guys. It's that thing. But it looks good. I think the starting price of Emira nowadays starts from 70,000 euros, 60,000 pounds. So that's very affordable. It's an affordable sports car. It's yeah, next to an Alpine, I think a car that still looks as a real sports car. Yeah, like a real supercar. You have like the engine in the center, only a 2-door. Especially in an exotic color like this, really is a cool car to take a look at. And then for that price point, I think it's really a fun car. So I actually came here today, sadly. I was a bit late because of traffic. Normally I had a test drive here in this Emira, and then the people also around here weren't that friendly, to be honest, to have a bit of respect for me. That, yeah, it's Friday, it's traffic. I needed to drive all the way on the country roads to get here, but yeah, I'll come back maybe in the future to make it possible. But we'll see. Here you have another spec, silver, more of a classic color, cooler, the yellow details. And here is also a green one, also looks quite good. Nice green Lotus. Yeah, then I'll take you through these newer Lotuses that will maybe change the brand or have to save the brand. I don't know. Don't know what they want to do, but yeah, let them play a bit. Then we come here to the newer Lotus cars. Thinking about it, the Lotuses that don't want to be a Lotus anymore. Fully electric. This Eletre has 612 horsepower. So they try to still put it like into sports cars numbers. 612 horsepower, 710 Newton meters of torque. Only the top speed, of course, is only 258 kilometers an hour. Still quite a lot for such a heavy car. I think it will be more than 2.5 tons easily. So 0 to 100 kilometers an hour takes just 4.5 seconds. Still quite far, or still quite fast, but not really super fast or anything. Then the range they claim at about 535 kilometers, but we will all know that 400 kilometers will be probably the max you can get out of it, especially when you drive a bit sporty or it's bad weather, it's winter, maybe even less than. So let's have a proper dive around here, this newer exterior. to be honest, it looks sporty. I know what they try to do, but because of it's an electric car, it's a bit of a weird look, if I'm gonna be honest. But I'll turn the camera around that we can check it out close. Here we have this cool red car, and immediately I see we go down. You have those air channels to direct the air here around. Really see it's the full opening. Also, there will be quite a lot of dirt going in and out, and I don't know if it's really needed on an SUV of 2.5 tons, but it's a cool look, especially the newer headlights. It looks sporty. It's a modern look, I think. Here you also have some design elements like a real air outlet. Then of course it's closed off here underneath with this special vormen hierin. Here are nighttime lights underneath. Cool Lotus badge, of course, quite a big one. I'm gonna check if I can see the name of the color. Eletre Red, it's called. If you want to know, like a metallic red color. Then going to the side, here you have another color. I don't know, it's personal, it's sporty, but it's special. Coming to the side, you have here also a design element of air outlet. I think this one is just closed off. No, it's actually open. Heel functioning. Your 360-degree cameras all around. That's quite nice. Then see it really an SUV, even quite a big one. SUV, 5-seater. Then underneath some black details around the wheel arches, also the roof, sort of a two-tone they created. Yeah, not bad. Immediately jump here also on the inside and have a closer look also here on the inside. Since 1948, you can read there between the doors. Fully black leather interior this car has. You can read it, 1948. Cool seat design. I think most of the time went also here on the inside to make it a real luxurious car. You can see it's special designing to it. You see it here immediately on audio system, special vormen. Even to open the doors is a button. Window switches have nice touch to them. See it, nice feeling. Some storage space, some suede here also on the inside of the door. Then seats are of course automatically adjustable, easy as that. Then here you have again special CAF audio system. Then here you see special design, sort of carbon fiber they made all around. See the Eletre door sill. Well, you gotta see it on the inside, sort of a small passenger display. You can change the radio, I think of. And you see it also in the center, big storage space. 2 charging ports, cool details here all around, cup holders, your drive mode for hazards, like some switches for your air conditioning, but they all have a cool finish to them. Here you can put your phone of course to charge it. Then here you have your ventilation, I think, also underneath. And then a very big screen here in the center. where you can find all kinds of information, like here how much charging is left here on the main menu, which day it is. Go a bit here through different functions, navigation here. Takes a bit of time. Nothing happens. Let's see if the other things want to work. Here's some vehicle settings. Put it on and off. No lights. You can change some color here on the inside. Want to have like a nice green color or blue color. Yeah, it's quite fun all around. Some ambient lighting. And the other driving modes. You have individual, you can set yourself, sport, quite straightforward. Touring, the tour range is for the longest range, and off-road. I think the names say what they mean. You can also put like different heights of the car. I'll close the door quickly. And then you can put the car all the way up. You can hear the zooming of the car going upward. Quickly, while it's doing that, have a look here around at the seats. We have here the badge, and they sit quite comfortable. They have a special design to them with a nice stitching, and you also have the colored seat belts. Here some charging ports under the seat. I think easy to sit for 5. You can see it. Car is in its highest mode. And you can see it. It's a big difference. Put it now also in its lowest mode so that you can see the difference. Then you can see this is the lowest form, so still some space left here in the wheel arches. But yeah, it was like a big difference. I think 10 centimeters at least. The car went up. You can see, didn't talk about it. The door handles coming out too easy. Have a entrance. And then also go here to the driver's side. Also here have a look at some of the functions. Thing I immediately notice is that you don't have a virtual cockpit. And see the steering wheel moving closer to me. See it getting upwards. So you just have this speedometer and how much range is left. Then you have still some pedals, but they do different things, I think. There is rain written on, so I think it's sort of the traction. You can put it all the way off, the traction control, if it's raining like nothing, straightforward, and then when it starts raining harder and harder, you can press upwards to still have something to do while you drive, I think. It's fun. And then this side is the driving mode, so go down here, off-road mode, individual mode, sport mode, touring mode, and then upward to change it whatever you want. It's a cool look actually of the steering wheel, to be honest. Like looks quite nice. Also here turn the camera a bit for you. You can see it's sort of these buttons here on the side. I don't know what they do. See nothing changing. What's this? Nothing happening. Okay, there's a button to go here between. Yeah, you can see it. Go here between the cruise control and I think a heated steering wheel if you want. Then here, what's this? Voice control. And also the radio. Get it back off. Yeah, all very modern, all very special looking. like the steering wheel, the buttons, the finishes. It's really a quality, luxurious car that they are trying to sell. Then we had the driving modes. Here's some safety to keep in lane and to keep distance of the car in front. Change some of the sounds. Your display, privacy system, nothing that special to show you. It's very big screen. Then here you also have some nice lighting all around here. I'm also jumping on the back seats. Very big space here. Like a lot of leg room, a lot of headroom. Some storage space here, even a screen in the center to change your audio. And some other ventilation and seat heating and cooling. Yeah, comfortable place to sit here in the back. So here the opening in the front seats with again the Lotus badge on. The thing I like about this car is that it has like a special designing to it. Also here at the boot space. Because it's an SUV, it's a practical car. Still quite decent, nothing of course underneath here. Oh, you can still open it up. Let's check. No, nothing that big of space, just to put your charging cable. Of course the batteries will be here in the floor of the car. Close it automatically back off. Yeah, very special design of car. Here you see it also the spoiler they created. Quite nice here in two parts. And you have a light bar over the whole width of the car as a rear light. With these big air outlets. Where again a lot of dirt will come out, so yeah, like I said in the front, I don't know if it's really needed on a car like this. They trying to sell those fast SUVs, but yeah, it's a heavy car, so it's a bit weird to me. But yeah, special look, special new design of Lotus. Carbon lip here. Only sad thing is that there isn't a big V8 engine here in the front. Then it would be a bit cooler, I think. But yeah, if you're interested in a fully electric one, the starting price is 133,000 euros. So yeah, quite a lot. You can buy two Emiras from that price point, one for you and one for your wife. So I know what I would buy. And then we come here to another. It's called the Emeya. It's the sedan form, like you see that car is a bit higher up. Also to take maybe on a country road, on a gravel road, things like that. You have the off-road mode. But yeah, it's not really like a Land Rover or something, more of a luxury car. Then this Emeya will give you more of the highway cruising, like the 5-seater, but then a bit lower down to the ground, a bit more sporty. See a lot of carbon fiber here in the front bumper. Looks quite nice. Here the underlip inside. Then you have here again the air intake on the side. Cool, the wheel arches, a different design of the headlights. Although here underneath the nighttime running lights are the same in the fog lights. Then again here, very nice metallic color. Nice orange one this. Even here on the bonnet you have some carbon fiber to give it a sporty look. Actually, I think I prefer that you see them on. For the headlights of the Eletre, but these are also new, special. Sort of the nose hanging a bit over. That's a cool thing. Then again, gloss black wheels. This car has ceramics on. Then the cool bright yellow Lotus color. It's a nice thing. Cool wheel design. That's nice. Just didn't show here the wheel design on the Eletre. More of a steel wheel design. Also no ceramics on that car. So see it in the front. Then here you see no real glass mirrors. Just here this camera in. And then also a lot of cameras all around for the 360-degree camera the car is using. See quite a long one. I think at least almost 5 meters. Like the Eletre, it will have a lot of comfort in the back. We'll immediately have a look at. How does this work? Door handles like that, just as in an Aston Martin, although this car is closed. We'll check that one then. As you see, they come out just as the Eletre. We're to this grey car also with a full grey interior. You can immediately see the cameras, screens of course, for your camera to have a proper look at what's happening. Then here also a button to open the door again. The special audio system with the Alcantara. Sort of the same layout as you had in the Eletre. Here, grey again, but yeah, the same design of seats. They look cool. Full Alcantara headliner. Again, the big screen in the center to charge your phone. Storage space. Motor gauger. Sort of the same setup. Carbon hier. On the veneer. 400 kilometer range. It says 90%, so I think a bit of less range in this car in comparison to the Eletre. Of course, the Eletre is a bit bigger, so we'll have more place to store those batteries. You can see the back seats will also jump in. Of course, a bit less space as in the Eletre, but we'll have a look. You can see the carbon back of the seats. And for your legs you have decent space, but then I think especially here on the back, because it's more of a sporty form of car, you just don't have that much of headroom as you had in the Eletre. Of course, I think 1.80 meter tall, 1.90 meter will be doable. And also here for your legs, but yeah, I think 2 meters will be a bit much. You'll see the cup holders here in your armrest. Again, here the screen in the center. So here to change your audio and your ventilation and things. Then cool, the carbon back seats. Also have a look here at the boot. Still quite big, although it's not that high. You only have like till here to store, but still 2 suitcases will be possible, I think. Then here you have some air outlets behind the rear wheels again, like you have on the Eletre. Cool to compare them now. These two are in the same color, and you see the design coming back, like the rear lights, sort of the form where they also have the openings behind the rear wheels. And again, the two-tone they try to create, full black roof, sporty roof line. This car has even a full carbon fiber roof. Nice option you can go for. Looks quite sporty, and also here on the side skirt You see it, the carbon fiber. And then also here on the diffuser it is coming back. But there are no real diffuser, no real fins in there. But it's powdery in the carbon. If you compare it to just gloss black, it's of course a way better look. Then you can hear a carbon lip. They've created Lotus in here. Maybe quickly put the lights on or the hazards on and have a look at that. You can see indicators form they have. Yeah. Modern, very modern. These newer Lotus cars. Don't know if they really sell well because they are quite pricey. And there is a point, I think it's coming now. You can see a change in the market. That's also because of a lot of countries don't promote it that much anymore. It starts to get. In the beginning, you had a lot of promotion for the electric cars. You had like the safer driving on the road, no road taxes, but it will be changing in the coming years. So expensive cars like this will not be deductible anymore. And it's actually a good thing to think about because electric cars, they are not good for the planet. They are not doing anything new actually, they just run on electricity. And we have a shortage of electricity in most of countries here in Europe and a lot of countries, I think, all around the world. So yeah, I don't know what they actually try to do with all this electric. It's of course to get the economy going, to get you all into a new cars that you don't drive your diesel or your petrol car for more than 5 years. It's not a real reason to get into an electric car. I think there is nothing really good about it. Like, it's very expensive. The running costs, like in the first years, the running costs were less because the price of electricity was also less. But now that the price of electricity, especially after COVID, has come up, you pay probably the same as you would fuel up, but you will be waiting for like a whole night or a couple hours to charge your electric car. Like I said, they're heavier. They have this weird modernish look they try to create to get you into this sort of new thing that's happening. But see what Lotus is trying to do, jump on the new wave with the electric cars. To try and sell more cars, of course. Lotus wasn't the biggest manufacturer, especially last year. They sell like very less cars, mostly because they were known as sports cars manufacturers. But yeah, that was also going down and down, that production. So yeah, they now jump on the new wave of electric cars. But like I say, electric cars aren't really the future. I think they're just something in between to have that economy going and to get you all into new cars. And thinking about it, I don't think a lot of people are buying electric cars, only if they get it as a company car. So yeah, don't see these Eletre Emeyas being sold very much because first of all they're quite expensive. Second of all, in the next years there won't be no more tax-free deals on electric cars, so that's a thing that will be dropping. A lot of EV sales, I think, when that will be happening. Also, the second-hand market is quite bad on electric EVs. fourth thing is, yeah, I don't know, why would you? They all have a cool look, but to be honest, it's cool that they try to do something new with this newer design of cars and throw like a lot of carbon on there, make like a special interior. It's a cool thing, but yeah, they, in my opinion, just should have built these two cars, but with a real engine in. Then it would have sold, I think, a bit better. I hope you enjoyed here a bit of a small review of Lotus cars. We'll see in the future, maybe we can have a drive in one, in the Emira, of course. It would be a lot of fun. So yeah, if you're interested to buy a real Lotus still, and don't wait too long. And yeah, of course, I want to thank you all for watching this review. The coming video you'll see will be, I think, we'll have to see the AMG I'll be driving. I think that could be like the next one, the new AMG GT. We'll be driving on the seaside here in Belgium, so that will be a fun video to come. So I think we couldn't drive here today in an Emira, but yeah, sometimes the staff here in these dealers isn't that helpful, and it makes it a bit hard. So if you're looking for a good garage to go and buy a car, a good how do you say, good interaction between the customer service, then I'm gonna be honest, this isn't really the best place to come here. They were even quite rude to me. Just gonna say to all of you guys, it's my honest opinion. This is vlogging. I go and film what I see. So what I would say to all of you is, I don't know, it's the end. Lotus has always been like a small brand that sells like very less cars. So don't think this electrical EV thing will change that brand. But yeah, thanks for watching the review. Thanks for tuning in, and I see you in the next one.